In today's edition of A Tactical Perspective, we will be examining Jurgen Klopp's newly modified 4-3-3 system. Liverpool's Liver Red kit is indicative of their manager's aggressive attacking outlook and philosophy. Even in defense, Liverpool look to attack, so one can only imagine the offensive scheme that such a manager would develop. One thing that Jurgen Klopp shares with Pep Guardiola is tactical adaptability and an understanding of how to exploit the attacking third in a possession-based system. The fact that they are able to maintain such a high attacking output, with such an entertaining style of play, in the world's most competitive league, is why these two will go down in history. At their best, Liverpool was a devastating attacking team, who played a false nine holding system with the now iconic attacking trio of Sadio Mane, Roberto Firmino, and Mohamed Salah. In the attacking phase, Klopp's prior system featured frequent rotations between his forward line, as Firmino frequently withdrew into the midfield, vacating the center forward space. This was especially devastating on fast break transitions and counter-attacks, as Salah and Mane would work inverted, exploiting gaps between the lines, as the oppositional center-backs would track Firmino. For the Liverpool of old, speed was the name of the game, and of course, elements of this fabled system still endure to this day. Klopp has had to replace Liverpool legend, Roberto Firmino, in the false nine role. Rather than starting Darwin Núñez within the space, as we would have expected, Klopp has opted to remain with a false nine, playing Diogo Jota in the role. The Portuguese has adapted well, demonstrating the intelligence of his movement, strategically vacating the space to link up in attacking movements within the oppositional third. As we have seen Klopp's system continue to gel, it is becoming clearer why Klopp prefers Jota in the role. First and foremost, Liverpool are a possession-dominant side, with the false nine being a critical ingredient to achieving this. With the new additions within Klopp's midfield, Liverpool have now considerably stepped up their technical quality in the neutral third. Although the Reds are currently without a true holding midfielder, the midfield has appeared quite cohesive and balanced within this embryonic stage of the season. Klopp has tasked Cody Gakpo as the left midfielder in his grid-based system, and his inclusion within the role serves as one of its foundations. The second is the role of Trent Alexander-Arnold, which Klopp has maintained as an inverted fullback in the attacking phase. The inclusion of an inverted fullback in the midfield, with each midfielder licensed to participate within the attack, gives Klopp 7 men in the attacking phase. One of the biggest riddles for any possession-based team is that of the low block, with compact lines. To solve this question, time is required, and so is space. Not only do even the best teams run the risk of being countered against the low compact block, but having so many men forwards magnifies the risk. It must be noted that Jurgen Klopp is a gambler who loves to take calculated risks. To mitigate his risks, it is interesting to note how he coordinates build-up play against the low block. Here, he tasks his men with finding solutions, and he gives them the grid and numerical superiority to assist them. Devoting 7 men to the attack requires a complete and cohesive understanding, and Klopp routinely targets spaces in the attacking third for his men to exploit. Unlike Guardiola, who has the audacity to hold the center of the attacking third, Klopp takes a more cautious approach. At the moment, it seems as though Klopp does not hold the center, in the same way as Guardiola does. Guardiola is able to hold the center of the pitch, because he is Rodri, who is quite possibly the best holding midfielder and pivot in the game at the moment. With this in effect, Klopp can apply a grid-based system, with numbers to manipulate oppositional defenses. Players can easily congregate and combine within the attacking third, forcing an oppositional response. Since he targets the half spaces and sidelines, the opposition normally attempt to crowd the area, devoting numbers in the process. This opens up space on the blind side. The German manager is a master of isolating a man within this space, ensuring that the receiver will have time within to dispatch. Klopp plays through the center with speed, directing the ball to the sidelines for targeted attacks. Speedy transitions through the neutral third limits the potential of being countered while off balance, and more notably, it allows Klopp to maintain numbers in advanced tiers of the pitch. It is no secret that Klopp seeks to exploit the half spaces as much as possible, and the German relies on coordinated movements between his players to set up attacks within these spaces. Klopp strategically targets areas from the sideline to the attacking half spaces, and his 7-man grid system allows for combinations, rotations, and numerical superiority in critical spaces. This is a legacy tactic, as in the past, he designated the left channel for Andy Robertson to make overlapping runs into the half spaces, which served as the delivery point for crosses. In doing so, Sadio Mane could work inverted, or in a narrow tandem with Mohamed Salah. Salah and Mane would routinely act as split center forwards. Two true fox-in-the-box strikers who were prolific. Each man scored 22 goals on the season, with Firmino adding an extra 12. The principal attackers within this system were four, however now, Klopp seeks to completely overwhelm his opponents with numbers, all technically capable. This new adaptation has us very excited, with Liverpool now seeking more horizontal solutions against a spread-out, 4 to 6 man attacking line. This horizontal movement requires frequent combinations and one-touch play in confined spaces, and the result may be beautiful elaborate attacking patterns and team goals. This modification works against Darwin Núñez's skill set. It was our assumption that Klopp would adapt a game plan to Núñez, however it is Núñez who will need to adapt to this system. Núñez excels in the vertical game, with a lane ahead for him to burn. He needs to be released into space for him to be most devastating. In horizontal attacking movements, airtight spaces are exploited requiring a completely different skill set to finish attacking movements. Currently, Jota, Diaz, Salah, and Gakpo are capable finishers in this style of system. For Núñez, time is required to adapt. Without a holding midfielder, Robertson is fixed on the backline, and Klopp's aggressive tendencies of pushing his backline as far up the pitch as possible, leaves them highly vulnerable. Either Klopp plays them in proximity, or spread, and each method leaves space gates to be exploited on the counter. Klopp's elite backline tandem are intelligent, athletic, and dominant ball winners, however a pacey striking duo, who will challenge them athletically will be a major attacking threat to Klopp's system. It will be interesting to see how Klopp adapts to this threat, and if he will continue to gamble and advance his backline up the pitch as much as possible. In the middle block, Liverpool is highly organized, prioritizing the center of the pitch. His midfield trio plays quite compact in the center. In this alignment, Klopp can set traps by baiting the opposition to attempt to play through the block, force the opposition to swing the ball to the flanks, where Liverpool can apply pressing triggers, or have them concede by attempting to play direct, where Konate and Van Dijk are prolific in the air. Klopp's alignment while out of possession also allows them to combine and congregate easily along the sidelines for coordinated attacks once the ball is regained. If the ball is lost, his men immediately and aggressively collapse on the ball carrier, suffocating any available space for a breakout. This is another element to look out for this season. The effectiveness of Liverpool's gegenpressing is essential to the success of this grid-based system. Tidy, technical players can regain control of the ball in confined areas, in critical spaces. Klopp's ultra-aggressive system has caught our attention and has us on full notice. After a year of mediocrity by Jurgen Klopp standards, we have full confidence that he will devise a dangerous scheme in response, and bring Liverpool back to its best. Thank you for watching, and please leave us a like and comment if you believe Klopp's new system will achieve success this season. We love to hear from you. See you again soon.